Hello. Nice to see you. Nice to meet you.
Okay, we go for a boat ride down on the river in Bangkok. There is 3 ways to tell if the pretty Thai girl that comes up to you on the street is a lady boy or not. The first way is the hands. They have extraordinarily long fingers and big knuckles, just like a man. The other way is the feet, because the feet are big like the man. They buy the man-size shoes. You can change all of the body to look exactly like a woman, but you cannot change the hands, you cannot change the feet. And the third way to tell is to wake up tomorrow morning drunk and very confused. And
this is a way I never
expected. It's really a different place to 20 years ago. 500 baht for a room with 2 beds, air conditioned, and they have a pool. But it's too far to walk. I'm a little lazy, so I paid the 570 for the place without the pool, but a much nicer room. Cup. Is ferry boat possible here to go?
No.
Go straight to 7 and turn right.
Okay. Cup. Okay, well, Stefan got kind of growled at for not wearing a mask, and I got directions from a very well-dressed Thai policeman. It's kind of amazing, the Thai policemen here, they either wear skin-tight costumes, skin-tight uniform that's like so super tight, so super long, looks like a nylon fabric that would just suck in the sun, or you find the ones that are a little bit fat, a little bit old, and wearing really baggy uniforms, look like they haven't changed in 10 years. The streets are empty now, which I've never seen before. So to have all these semi-out of work tuk-tuk and taxi drivers, but they're always the ones to create chaos. But I've never seen Bangkok like this, with streets almost empty. This is actually quite a treat. When we get to a place where there's other people, then yes. Certainly when we go into a place where you have to do the temperature check, and anywhere where there's a policeman, there's actually a 20,000 baht fine for not wearing a mask in public. It's just on Khao San Road, they seem to forgive it because it's all stupid Falang. We can, maybe we can pass. Maybe we can look and see where the ferry terminal is. Ha! This is exactly what we're looking for. Sawadee Cup. You speak English? How much? I won't go this way, maybe half an hour, turn around, come back here. Sawadee Cup.
Yes, so we want to stay the boat, yeah?
Maybe. We want to know how much cost.
This, we have the trip about 1 hour, okay? Go inside the little canal to see the old village, like this one. We go only the little canal.
How much?
The price 1,000 baht for boat for 2 persons.
For just us and the boat.
Yes.
You want to do an hour for 500?
So 1 hour and then you back here, or you want to dock at the temple?
No, we don't want to get off the boat. We just want to go for a ride on the boat.
Okay,
Look,
then come back here.
940.
Ah,
We have
okay.
Certainly have a style with the architecture that goes beyond the building and adds to the flair. Even the modern ones have something really cool or funky that you'd never do in the West. We have a Thai Navy base. All them little Navy ships over there. I've never seen the river so quiet. I've been here plenty of times and it was kind of cool. But to only have a few other long-tail boats on the river at this time and most of the ferries tied up, this place is usually just jammed with boats. Amazing Thailand, man. And this little tugboat pulling this big barge full of God knows what. The barge. It's so high up in the water. Oh, the pretty pink tugboat.
I'm doing
take me home to see his family, because his family lives down here. And it was a fantastic experience. He lived in the slums. And I ended up staying in the slums with his family for 3 weeks. No. No. Always the scam in Thailand is they'll take you somewhere seemingly inexpensive, and then all they want you to do is stop and buy stuff from their friends. It kind of drives you crazy.
องห้ามยืนนะรถน้ำเดี๋ยวเจอแตงโมหรอก
policemen chase us away. What's a good trip in Bangkok without interaction with the authorities? Welcome, Cup. It's a little bit of fun in Bangkok. Always a little challenge, but I think this is the alleyway we go down to get home. Who knows in Thailand? You're more likely to get lost in this city than anywhere else, but the more lost you get, the more interesting things you seem to find. So don't bother too much with maps. A general idea is a good rule of thumb, and don't pay the taxi drivers or tuk-tuks unless they're on a meter. Wow, the tree is just busting out of this wall down here. One could possibly say that tree's got a serious set of bollocks. And here we are back on our little street with the Lampu house down the end down here, somewhere. Somewhere. I know it's here somewhere. Yeah, the worst part is we get too lost. Neither Stefan or I expected to pay so much for a boat ride today. Totally worth it, but came a little underprepared, so we talked them down 100 baht. And if we did get lost or dropped off somewhere in the city, neither of us had any money to get home, so it's like that sometimes. So just a little piece of friendly advice to anyone in traveling in Thailand. Not quite sure what the green light means, but the red light means that it's available for hire. The green light might mean that he's sleeping in an alleyway, who knows. But the red light in the front of a taxi means it's empty and available for people, and it's a meter taxi. So it's like a €1 flag fall, and then it's like 10 baht every kilometer. So taxi ride in a meter taxi is actually the most economical way to travel around Bangkok, and they're all air conditioned. It's definitely worth the money. Nowadays with GPS, you show them your little map on the screen to show them where you're going, and then they understand they have to drive in a straight line to get there, because you can follow their path. So there's no more driving around in circles in taxis in Thailand anymore for a long waste of a fare. Some have some pretty cool RAV4 taxis. Don't know where you go off-roading in Bangkok. And here we are back at the guest house. I'm staying in the Lampu guest house. If anyone visits Bangkok, highly recommended. It's not far from Khao San Road, down its own little alleyway. And it's very, very nice, cheap. 220 for the cheaper rooms and 570 for the most expensive rooms. Now they also have a family room, the Lampu guest house. Very cool place to stay.